Chinese could be quarantined at government chalets. Hello, I'm Gerard Lam and this is Singapore Tonight. Well, almost 6 hours after the extraordinary meeting started, the new EXCO of AWARE was given a vote of no confidence. The old guard of AWARE had tabled a vote of no confidence in the new executive committee. You may remember the new EXCO was just voted in at an annual general meeting at the end of March amid much controversy. Well, this afternoon, almost 3,000 members turned up for AWARE's extraordinary meeting at Suntec City. Channel News Asia's Pearl Force joins me now live from the newsroom. Pearl, tell us more.
Well, the vote of no confidence was passed against the new EXCO, as you just heard. About 1,400 people voted for no confidence, while about 700 people supported the new EXCO. And it was a dramatic marathon session which started at 2:40 p.m. and I think it's still continuing right now. About 3,000 people turned up for the meeting today, and some of them queued over 4 hours to get in. Just about a month ago, AWARE had just about 300 members. My colleague Yu Guan has more from what happened this afternoon at Suntec.
It's a showdown that has kicked up unprecedented activism in Singapore. Most turned up to have their voices heard.
I have a stand and I'm here to voice it.
I just find that AWARE is an all-inclusive group and they should stay such.
Pro-family. And I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm here to vote.
Queues started forming as early as 3 hours before the meeting was supposed to start. It's a members-only meeting, and just about a month ago, AWARE's membership stood at just 300. But today, almost 3,000 people turned up. It's about 1 hour since the meeting was supposed to kick off, and people are still registering at the lobby to get inside the meeting venue.
Clearly spelled out in the AWARE Constitution.
The meeting has been dubbed a showdown between the old guard and the new EXCO. Supporters of the new EXCO wearing red shirts had accused the old guard of straying from women's issues and promoting homosexuality, while supporters of the old guard wearing white t-shirts had alleged that the new EXCO members have brought the issue of religion into the secular organisation. In the end, the meeting started about half an hour late, but everyone who turned up was admitted.
Certainly an unexpected turn of events. Pearl, what else happened at the meeting today?
Well, one Malay Muslim woman stood up and said she wasn't comfortable with an all-Christian and all-Chinese group representing a secular group like AWARE. A lesbian stood up and said that AWARE needs to be pro-choice, while members of the Christian faith stood up and said the action of the new EXCO set back constructive dialogue between Christians and secularists in Singapore. Over 90% of the people who spoke today said they were against the encroachment of religious values on a secular space. Emotions ran high, and at times, AWARE's president Joe Lau, well, now ex-president, called on security guards to escort members of the old guard out, though the order was not eventually carried out. The new EXCO had disallowed us from bringing our cameras in at 2 p.m. when the meeting started, but at 4 p.m. we managed to walk in as security guards were busy trying to control agitated members of the crowd. And many members of AWARE were also twittering and updating their blogs from the venue. At one point, the Twitter posts for AWARE became so popular, they were right up there with other hot topics like H1N1 flu and X-Men Wolverine. Why don't you hear from some of these members?
We are here because we were deeply troubled by how this executive committee came to power. We are here because we are deeply troubled by the usurpation of civic space and the lack of respect for the values of pluralism, democracy that this new executive committee has demonstrated.
AWARE is about inclusiveness. AWARE in helping women help everybody, male and female. And whatever their sexual orientation can be, it does not matter. Because they are first and foremost a person, a human being. And that's what AWARE is about.
Pearl, we also hear there may also be a financial dispute. What's that about?
Well, you see, Gerard, under the Constitution, the EXCO is not allowed to spend more than 20,000 Sing dollars, and if they do, they must consult members. The new EXCO spent $90,000 in the last month, and this outraged members of Aware who said the money could be put to better use. They said such checkbook mentality is unacceptable in an NGO where every cent counts. Members said the new EXCO has to be individually accountable for that money spent. So some say there is a possibility there could be a lawsuit coming up. But it depends on the new EXCO. At about 9:15 p.m., Dana Lam, former president of Aware, was nominated for president, and Chu Yi-jin, also a long-time Aware member, was nominated for vice president. We'll tell you more about the election's results later in the bulletin, so stay tuned. Gerard?
All right, thank you much, Pearl.